Welcome back to From the Pages of the Wrestler, the January 1988 issue. This is the first issue of the new year, and it does not read like a celebration. It reads like continuation. Wrestling in early 1988 is not rebuilding, it is escalating. Titles are under pressure. Regional promotions are fighting to hold identity as cable television grows stronger. Rivalries that defined 1987 are spilling into the new year with no signs of cooling. And we begin with your letters, and this section alone could anchor an episode. The tone is heated. Readers debate Madril with sharp criticism, insisting forgiveness comes too easily in wrestling, and that fans should not forget betrayal when television angles shift. Paul Orndorff's name triggers distrust. Some fans see him as misunderstood competitor, others warn that his past decisions reveal a pattern. The lingering absence of Magnum T.A. continues to affect readers deeply. Several letters express hope, others speak with resignation. What stands out is how personal these reactions feel. Fans do not write as observers, they write as participants. The letters page becomes a pulse check of loyalty, disappointment, anger, and optimism. Then comes What's Happening, a tightly written snapshot of developments across the wrestling landscape. The column references championship situations, ongoing rivalries, management moves, and television expansion. The structure is efficient, but the implications are wide. The wrestling industry is not static. Promotions are negotiating broadcast deals. Champions are defending more frequently. The business is stretching geographically while tightening internally. Correspondents Reports expands the frame. These are arena-level dispatches. Specific match outcomes are detailed. Crowd reactions are documented. Some finishes are clean. Others rely on interference or disqualification. The correspondents capture something national television cannot fully show: the difference in atmosphere from city to city. Certain performers receive overwhelming reactions in one territory while facing colder receptions elsewhere. This section reinforces how regional identity still shapes wrestling in early 1988. In You Asked Us, the barrier between fan and performer thins slightly. Wrestlers answer direct questions submitted by readers. The responses reveal training routines, strategic thinking, career aspirations, and occasional glimpses of personality beyond catchphrases. The format is controlled, but it offers intimacy within structure. Wrestlers address criticisms, clarify intentions, and reinforce rivalries without breaking character. Thumbs up, thumbs down sharpens the tone. The magazine issues approval and disapproval openly. A strong championship defense earns praise. A controversial angle draws skepticism. The column feels editorially confident. It does not pretend neutrality. It reacts. At page 18, the issue pivots into regional menace with introducing Jason the Terrible. Stampede Wrestling remains one of the most rugged environments in North America, and Jason emerges from that setting as masked threat. The feature emphasizes his physicality and unsettling aura. It describes how opponents react not only to his strength, but to the theatrical element of his presentation. The article suggests that while he may begin in Western Canada, his trajectory could carry further. Then comes Q&A Al Perez, and this feature carries tension. As world-class champion, Perez stands in the shadow of the Von Erich legacy. The questions press him about that pressure. He answers firmly. He defends his right to hold the title. He speaks about strategy and preparation. The feud is described not simply as competitive, but ideological. Heritage versus ambition. Texas wrestling in this era still feels territorial and fiercely proud, and the interview reflects that pride. The analytical center of the issue may be X-Ray Jerry Lawler. A panel examines Lawler's career with careful consideration. They break down his longevity, his ability to command audience reaction, his microphone skill, and his adaptability. The analysis acknowledges that Lawler's influence stretches beyond a single promotion. He can be villain or hero depending on environment. The X-ray format lends credibility. It is less hype, more assessment. Spotlight on Sherri Martel dedicates substantial space to the WWF Women's Champion. The article traces her journey to the title and emphasizes her competitive drive. It frames her reign as earned rather than incidental. Her persona is described as confident and confrontational. The feature signals that the women's division deserves a structured attention. The feature on Nikita Koloff underscores intensity. Koloff's physical strength and endurance remain defining traits. The article positions him as legitimate threat within championship landscapes. It references his past accomplishments and current ambitions. The tone is respectful and direct. Beyond the features, the advertisements build the world around the wrestling world. The Charles Atlas dynamic tension ad promises transformation through discipline and persistence. It taps into the same aspirational mindset that fuels wrestling fandom. The Triple Crown subscription offer encourages readers to commit to 36 combined issues of wrestling publications, promising savings and continuity. Back issue mail order pages list past editions available for purchase, feeding collector mentality. Each ad requires action. Fill out the form, write a check, mail it in. There is no instant access. Fandom demands patience. Publisher information reinforces structure, circulation statements, copyright notices, production details. This is an organized publishing operation operating nationally. January 1988 feels dense. Established champions defend positions under scrutiny. Regional promotions assert relevance. Emerging talents gain spotlight. The letters prove fan engagement is intense. The features deepen character narratives. The ads sustain the machine. The business is not slowing down. It is tightening. The new year does not bring reset. It brings continuation. See you next time. Farewell from the Empire State.